BowDad here, and we're taking a look at the Redneck hunting blind today. At first glance, what I can say is this thing is a beast. It does have the angled windows that are longer on all four corners for archery, or maybe even to give you a little extra range with your gun. I don't know. The frame seems to be really solid, angled iron. It doesn't have a whole lot of wiggle. That thing is rigid. The stairs, I noticed right off the bat, are super solid. They are not chintzy at all. The door is nice, big. You're not gonna have a problem going inside and outside of that bad boy. You know, opening the windows and doors after setting in the sun, it does make a sound trying to open them. That's my arrow pinging against the stairs right there. But right now I'm climbing the stairs. It's got a rail here I can grab onto. You do gotta be careful. I noticed the stairs make a little ping on each step. I don't think it's going to be too big a deal, because when you're getting in your stand anyway for the evening hunt or the morning hunt, shoot, you're going to make noise anyway. But now I've already opened this door once, so it might not give you the sound, but see, that's pretty quiet. But if it's been baking in the sun, it'll, you know, that rubber's going to peel off. But I do like that they have a rubber seal all the way around the door, help block rain from getting in and moisture and animals, little mice. I haven't seen any evidence of mice in here, so you can kind of hear the sound. So are these rubber things. I'll try and do it quietly. It's hard to do it quietly. I would imagine in any of your hunting blinds that you have at home though, it's pretty hard to open the windows quietly. So here's first opening. See that? So when it's baking in the sun, one thing you'd want to note is when you get out, open your windows right away. Glancing around, they have plenty of insulation. It does sound a little bit like I'm in a bathroom. This is like a blow-in insulation on top as well. I do like that they have little cup holders and shelves on each walls, except for the wall with the door. The windows do have this string here, and you can use it kind of like a pulley to pull open the window. I've already undone the latches on this one. I don't know if you can see, if I pull down, the window rises, and it actually rises pretty quietly. And then you can latch the string into this, tie a little knot, and it'll set right where you want the window to be. Pretty cool system. Just don't let it down hard like that, otherwise it'll scare all your deer away. As I'm moving around in here, it sounds kind of loud and echoey. Maybe if I shut the door, it'll change that a little bit. Dot, 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 dot. I don't know if you can hear that echo. I'm hoping that's because the sound's not going out and it's just reverberating back on myself. I have a really good vantage point right now. You can see really good view. You're going to get a pretty good view out of any blind, but this is up in the air a little bit, so that helps. The one thing I'm concerned about, I like shooting archery season, and I'm not quite sure these windows would be adequate enough to give me the proper angles on deer. I think it would be really hard. You really need the deer to be right in the right spot. I'm also a little bit nervous about the ceiling clearance, but if the deer's close enough to you, it actually gives you a good enough angle where you don't have to worry about your cam hitting the top of the blind. I'm going to shoot from a seated position right now because I feel like actually it's quite comfortable sitting out of here. The one thing I would say is, like, if you don't want to scoot your chair on, like, I'm going to have to take, I have a decent amount of range looking out here without being too afraid of hitting the side of the blind. But that is something to consider, like if you get super nervous. Does kind of sound loud in here, like I said, but I think that would kill a deer. A little closer look at these shelves right here. Got little things to hide or hang maybe your rangefinders, your binoculars on. Again, cup holder, shelf up top, shelf in between. The latches on the windows have a little rubber guard on them, and they're a little bit springy. I thought it was a little bit cumbersome to try and latch and unlatch the windows. So something to consider. It looks like they do sell covers that you can block the light with. They're magnetic. And got a little coat hanger back here. Beautiful blind. When I think of this, I think of luxury, which it's kind of a bonus in the hunting world, but man, if you can get it, get it. I would really like to see what type of noise is coming out of this blind, so it's going to be interesting listening to my arrows hitting the target. But real quick, I'm going to do a noise test. I'm going to move around in here with my phone down on the ground, and see how well we can actually hear it. Now this is like literally almost right under the blind. So I'm just gonna walk around like normal. I'm not gonna try and be atrocious or anything. I'll maybe grab stuff off the shelves and set them back down and see how much noise you can hear. Wow, I did not expect that. Either iPhone makes a really good microphone that picks up sound really well, or that blind was actually not that quiet at all, which would be synonymous with the noise I was hearing inside the blind, which I said sounded like I was in a bathroom with the echoey noise. So that's kind of a disappointment. I wonder how much the animals are gonna really hear that. I would assume their ears are just as good as an Apple phone microphone picking this stuff up. So a little disconcerting. Maybe this is not your close range archery blind. Maybe it's going to be more for gun hunting. One recommendation would be, when you're in the blind, set still. This is BowDad with Redneck Hunting Blinds. I'm out.